Yo, what up? Uh... Okay. Let's do a quick round of the Abyss before we get properly started. Hopefully we get some Transcendence done. I need like 89 level XD. So, I mean, I don't need it. It would be nice though. When's the next rift? Like 1 hour, right? I'll roam for like 5 minutes, see if people are around. Otherwise, I'll just join a pug, as it may. Only thing is, yesterday after stream. Oh well. Brother. Oh well. Yesterday after stream, I did a couple of my contracts in the Abyss. Accidentally run into the Supreme Commander a couple of extra times. This guy is, I mean, I don't know if he boosted his way to Supreme Commander. To be honest, he probably did, because he's, you know, not the best. But I will say that at least he's going out, so for that reason alone, good for him, you know. I'm feared. Actually, I was taunted, more accurately. Rainy, 5th class. Yeah, whatever. I mean, these are bots, right? So. The amount of bots on top of that is kind of insane, actually. Also, like, they're not 9th class, which is a bit weird. It's like, dude, breaking into like 5th class, 4th class is not that easy at this point of the season, so. For these people to be botting with that rank is definitely a bit weird. But I guess botting is not weird, it's just actively being a biz bot, you know what I mean? And you're Snow White, how you doing? I wonder if the bots actually grab some deck in his gear to do more damage in the Abyss, like the Abyss bots. Because like they are farming AP from killing mobs, right? So they might as well get a full set, get the full like the free PV damage boost. Still? Oh, I gotcha. I'm doing a bit better than yesterday, yeah, for sure. It's probably looking like a swift recovery type shit. Knock on wood. I mean, thankfully, like, considering we're doing Sanctuary 2 tomorrow, I kinda didn't really fuck with the idea of feeling like death all the way through it, so yeah, if I can at least be like, okay. I mean, I didn't sleep much last night, so I'm pretty tired, which is why I decided to do a late stream today, just so I could rest a bit, but yeah. Fingers crossed? Yeah. Hopefully. I was gonna ask when you're going. Yeah, we're going tomorrow. We're going tomorrow at 3 my time, so that would be basically 6 hours ago tomorrow. If that makes sense. I believe they're gonna do a round of regular Sanctuary with ults before going, but like by the time it is time, we should be ready to go. I did pull up a couple of odds for them. We'll probably take a little bit to go through them before we go in, and then yeah, do our best. I did review a couple of Commander. I mean, yeah, this guy has a lot of gear, but he's about to get zerged, so there's that, I guess. How you feeling? I'm feeling better than yesterday. I didn't sleep last night because, you know, being sick, but I can tell this is probably going to be a bit of a swift recovery type of flu, thankfully. I guess my immune system isn't complete dog shit, as it turns out. $22,000 ranking points, holy moly. Look at that. Wait, I'm just doing a quick round of the Abyss, and then I'm gonna do some Transcendence spam. I am missing like 18, I believe, eye level to 3.8, so maybe try to achieve that. That'd be nice. Typical Sork, just hold 2 buttons. If it doesn't work, just run away. Nth class. Alright, good. I mean, I did use a bit of today to do some like begin writing the next non-guide video, so I got that cooking in the back, and I also did some old chores, so this way we don't have to do them on stream. Brother, just... Oh wait. Man, I'm reading fucking Raiden's message. I missed the Sork hitting me. Give me a minute, just dug my cat. Yeah, that's fine. Take your time. Sakura hasn't answered anyways, so... It's just gonna be the 2 of us, probably. Also, how many can I run even? Yeah, I can run like 6. So hopefully within those 6 runs I can get a couple of Marcheton board fragments. At least complete Marcheton boards. Hopefully. Probably not gonna quite hit 3.8 for tomorrow, but I mean I'm content. I'm content for that. Guess I'll go just fuck myself. I mean, if you want to come, you can. I'm not aware of your whereabouts. I don't know if you still have tickets. Amanda. You're telling me Sorg also has infinite fucking healing? Is that what's going on? This is why I hate Central Abyss. Well, you're about to get assisted on, which dude, he X-formed, brother. These people can't be real. You don't even lose anything for dying. Why are you doing this? Managed to do new Transcendence yesterday. Stage 1 Steam Shield, yeah. Yeah, stage 1 is very doable. I even did a couple with my my Chanta at 2.9. Like it's pretty okay. The only downside is that stage 1 is very stingy with the amount of shit you get. So as a result, it takes a lot of runs to craft your first scale. But I mean, getting the scale is a big AD eye level boost, right? So it is worth the time the time investment at the end of the day, right? Second class. This guy is actually not doing damage. Never mind. Should we get whenever you want to go? Yeah, we can go. We don't have to wait for anyone. I mean, if Sakura shows up, I'm sure he's gonna be like, I used all of my tickets with Pugs yesterday. It was horrible. Or something of the sort. Leveling the skills costs so much. Yeah. It takes a lot of cards to level up the scale. But at least getting the baseline gives you the eye level, so counts for something. Like, farming for the scale alone pushes you to like 3k on an ult. Which I need to do on my Chanta at some point. You know what's funny? My Chanta has full filler stones. I've barely run any cradle. This motherfucker already has full filler stone. Can you believe that? Okay. I don't even know if I want to unlock anything on my Chanta, because like, it costs 1 mil to open a slot, and I don't really consider anything to be like definitive on my Chanta, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe if my Chanta like gets a fucking Ludro extendable or something by accident, like maybe I'll open that. But even then, like hitting max soul binds on the Nold kind of sucks. I'll do a quick roam of this side of the abyss, and then I'll go out and we'll do the dungeon. So we're gonna do a sanctuary in my Chanta. We'll get a looter weapon before my clan. Yeah. I mean, it's expected, right? Like I already know that one of my ult is going to get an orange bracelet before my main. I already know, you know. I've made my peace. It's just very typical. At my worst Sunshine Space as a 7-only player, Decanus Ring, Breakthrough 34 blue, almost 30 mil. I mean, that's 30 mil is like what? It's 10 clicks, I believe. 10, 15? Is it 2 mil or 3 mil for level 4? I forget. Yeah, I mean, 10 clicks is a bit rough. 15? Okay, yeah. 15 kind of sucks for sure. 15 does suck. Like 10, I would say you're kind of expecting to be around 10, right? I think my worst was 11. But my 3 through 4 usually were fairly lucky. But hey, at least you succeeded eventually. Now, 4 to 5, different story. I got this one to 5 earlier today to increase my PvE eye level. Yeah, it kind of fucked me dry, I'm gonna be honest. That was rough. I initially wanted to like do 2 or 3 accessories with the amount of money I had, but I kind of had to revise my expectations. Okay, well, these are nth classes. I'm out of here. You know, it is what it is. I mean, at the end of the day, thanks to the inheritance system, anything you do is going to last you a very long time, so... Like, at the bare minimum, I don't think we're gonna see any massive gear upgrade until Season 4, right? So... It's gonna last you a few months at the bare minimum, and then you're probably gonna be able to transfer shit. Only gonna hit 1 piece per slot? Yeah. The only caveat is like yellow gear versus orange gear. That's the caveat, but yeah. Okay. Well, let's get this party started, shall we? So yeah, I'm 3784 on PvE now, so I'm missing 16 eye level. I also fixed a few things. Yo Larry, if you want to come, you gotta accept the invite. So I got these 2 to Diamond 2 just for the eye level. I don't have any runs. This fucking guy, this is precisely why I didn't ask me, so because I had a feeling. I gotcha. Alright. We'll do 37 plus. Can't afford to be picky. You just hate me. True. But I got these 2 to Diamond 2. I mean, it's pretty inexpensive, right? Like, just free eye level for PvE gear. All of these are, like, gonna stay as is for now, because enhancing orange gear just sucks ass. That's not a thing I'm really interested in doing right now. Like, if I'm gonna bother to enhance anything orange, it's gonna be like a bracelet. You know what I mean? Yo, speaking of the build comment, I actually tried to do the quest log today. Just so people can look at both of my builds. Unfortunately, quest log is not up to date. It doesn't have the... It doesn't have the filler stones. It's missing a couple of things, so I decided against it. Instead, what I think I'm gonna do is... I mean, I'm gonna focus on making the sanctuary guides first, but... Once I'm done with the sanctuary guides, I'm gonna probably do not a build guide, but like a build tour, I guess. Like a video that just like gives the state of both my PvP and PvE gear, like, you know, where I also say where I'm going next first, something like that. And that will serve as the thing for the build command. I think that's the correct middle ground. After I'm done with my job, I'm going to go back to my home planet and never come back here. Gotcha. But yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna be looking to do. Now, that being said, next week is probably gonna be entirely taken by just sanctuary guides, so maybe, I guess, after the 25th, right? So at some point after the 25th, I guess. And then depending on how the TTK update goes, then maybe at some point next month I'll make an actual like proper build guide type stuff. Yeah, that's fine. Did you try it? The new sanctuary? No, we're going tomorrow. We are going tomorrow at 3 my time. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I don't think the mini bosses are going to be that much of a problem. I think we'll be able to beat them quite fast. And then we might be... I mean, we'll do our best to progress as fast as possible on the 3rd boss. Like, a majority of the... No. A majority of the force, I mean, has like really well geared players, so DPS should not be a problem It's more so gonna be a matter of like, can we clean up, considering we have people with hyping and everything, but here's we'll see. You watched the video to clear? Yeah. I gathered a couple of videos of like run through and VODs of Koreans that went through it, so I looked through it, and we are probably gonna be, as a collective, going to be reviewing it tomorrow before we go in. Make sure everyone understands everything's going on. It is pretty funny to me that they added limit cut to this game. You know, that's pretty funny. But yeah, it doesn't. It does look like a step up overall from the first Sanctuary mechanic wise, but it doesn't look like incredibly difficult or anything. As usual, it really feels like 95% of the pressure is on the Cleric, basically. So yeah, I'll try to do my best, but obviously with hyping, sometimes there's stuff that you can't necessarily have full control of, so hopefully it's not gonna be too much of a problem. We'll see. Yo, what the fuck are the Chantas, brother? I mean, I guess I can just look for Templar. It's not that challenging if you guys see video. I mean, the problem is that the problem with the Sanctuary format is that yes, blind prog is fun, but considering they only give you 2 hours to work with per week, if you have the opportunity to go in with like an insight, you kind of have to do it, because otherwise you're like actively griefing, you know what I mean? Like in a game that is as progression and as gear demanding as this game, right? A huge source of progression like Sanctuary, it's important to clear as soon as possible, you know what I mean? I mean, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I genuinely feel like the entry structure of Sanctuary is just terrible. They need to give it a pass. Oh. Hyping, we need to rely on perfect dodge way more. Yeah, and sometimes it's like, you know, mechanics that snapshot and stuff like that can be a bit finicky. Like the Ludra bingo board can be a bit finicky, right? With hyping, especially if you're trying to do the other mechanics at the same time. Like the second bingo board doing the jumps while also correctly placing the things on the ground. If you don't have an invuln, it's really fucking iffy, right? Time limits are bad, so it's shitty gonna. Yeah. Like that's the problem. You get 2 hours. 2 hours is nothing per week. So yeah, no, we don't really have much of a choice, unfortunately. I'm still of the opinion that content like this should not have time limits. Just let people prog as much as they want, right? Like, and also, if you just let people prog as much as they want, you can make the content harder, because that is another problem, right? The second Sanctuary is inherently, it seems to be, as I said, a slight step up from the first Sanctuary, but it's not as much as it could be, you know what I mean? Simply because of that, I mean, they can't afford for the fight itself to be too difficult, right? Because again, you only have 2 hours to learn it. So yeah, hopefully they eventually turn it around and change it. I'm pretty sure, like, I've tried to look at the like Korean opinions about the new Sanctuary, and like most of them are saying basically the same thing. It's a good fight, it's nice PvE, the entry limitation sucks ass. Like the entry limitation is a very dated way to go about limiting progress, I guess. Like it's very reminiscent to like the Iron 1 raids, right? Where the biggest stopgap wasn't necessarily the difficulty of the raid, it was more so the limited entries and also like all of the logistics behind it. which isn't very modern, right? I feel like most people playing modern MMOs, what they want is like a good encounter and not so much like limitation placed on the amount of time you can attempt the fight, or having like huge logistics behind it. I was enjoying the Lost Ark landing blindly. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, right, like, I also came from Final Fantasy 14, like, I did ultimate raiding, so on and so forth, so I've been there, right, and it's not like I'm not capable of doing it. I did War Prog on 14, but obviously, like, if Savage raiding on 14 was, you can enter the fight 3 times, and then you're locked out for the week, the intelligent way to go about it would be to go on the last day of the week and get as much intel as possible, right? Like, nobody would be doing blind prog, basically. Like, this is the same thing. But yeah, either way, we're going tomorrow. At least we have confirmation that the mini bosses do drop boxes, so even if we can't get through the final boss just yet, we'll get some progression in. Get a couple of like gold bracelets, so on and so forth. But I do hope they eventually go back and change the entry structure of Sanctuary, because it's dated, it's not good. It also doesn't really foster a community, right? Because you can't really go help your friends with prog, right? So yeah. Also, it really fosters like group finders being really toxic and demanding, right? Like, I haven't looked too much at it. I'm assuming that group finders are probably asking for something ridiculous, like 4.1k people just to do the 2 mini bosses, because that's what group finder does. So yeah, it's all around. It's not good for the game, I don't think. Now we'll see if that's, at the end of the day, if it is their vision, right? Like, so be it. But yeah, but personally, that's not how I would execute it. I haven't checked out the gear of this Templar. That's fine. Yeah, that first one was 3.8, like, it's a mix of a couple of things, right? Obviously, the new Transcendence dungeon helped a lot, because the new card gave 80 eye level, and then the Marcheton board gave me, I think I have like 78 or something boards at this point, so that gave me 78 eye level. And then on top of that, it was a mix of just getting Ariel boards between all 5 of my characters, slowly grinding that, and enhancing my accessories a bit better, right? Like, all of my accessories are 4-5, like Diamond 5. Diamond 4-5 on my PV again now. Oh yeah. That was kind of the gist of it. But mostly it was the new Transcendence that definitely helped it out. Like my gear in itself hasn't changed too much. It's just like getting this to Diamond 5, this to Diamond 5, rest to 4. These 2 bracelets to 5 as well, right? I got these 2 to Diamond 2, which is pretty inexpensive. I literally just did that for the Sanctuary, just to get high level. And yeah, otherwise, new card, Martyrtons, that's it. I actually really want to try to get 3.8 before tomorrow, but I don't know that I have enough Transcendence runs to do that. I might be able to get like 90, I guess. And then for the rest, I'll just wait for like enhancements. I'm not really gonna push it until we actually go tomorrow and see how it is, right? Because at the end of the day, I have seen a couple of Korean people clear with like 3750, even on the final boss. Even though obviously it's not the same ping and everything, but... I hate when he does the fucking hammer off this fucking stage, dude. But amongst the small fixes I got, I also got my scatter shot back to level 16, so I kind of really wanted to get that for Sanctuary, because on any boss that you can stagger, getting stagger shot to 16 means you get to get your res back a lot faster, which is really good. So at least I'm glad I got that out of the way. If I can't get 3.8, then whatever. Does eye level impact the DPS for PvE? Yeah, it impacts your DPS and the amount of damage you take. Like, I don't know if the formula is the same, right? But back when we checked it out, it was around basically up until 300 eye level above the mid requirement for a dungeon. You get like a bit of a like big boost. It sits around 30% extra damage taken, extra damage dealt, so on and so forth. I don't know if it's still exactly the same now, but that's how it was for a decent amount of time. Huh. Yeah, it does also seem to act by thresholds, right? Which is the reason why I wanted to hit 3.8. Because I'm assuming there's a bit of a sweet spot here to be found, but again, we'll see. We'll see how bad it is tomorrow. Worst case scenario, I should have a bit of fun. Like if we get out of the first run, and it really feels like I'm like lagging behind a lot because I'm not 3.8, then I'll just burn a hole in my pocket, I guess. This note is pretty good. Honestly, I thought I would dodge that, but I guess the note I'm on is quite good. Whatever. Actually, the DPS is like a bit more problematic than I thought. I wonder why it's so close. I mean, I guess double glad, right? Yeah, 50 seconds. A bit too close for comfort. Did both of them leave? Yeah, alright. Let me fix that. Yeah, DPS is fine with looping. Oh, I'm sure it is, right? But triple melee is obviously a bit more awkward, right? So, like one of you has to go bait and stuff like that, right? I'll look for Chanter again. Maybe we'll get lucky. Ranger. That's a bit rough. I mean, I guess it's a range at least, right? But come on, dude. You gotta replace that. Overslam of the other RNG so we get more RNG overslam. Oh, it works the same as on Chanter, I guess. That's a bit silly, honestly. Are you going to run Cradle after? Probably not. I just want to get Marchant boards to bump my animal. Like, I don't really need anything out of Cradle right now because I got both of these bracelets max potentialed up, and I pretty much got everything I really wanted a Philistone for, right? Like, I got both of these rings. I got my guard, I got my weapon, I got the chest piece, I got the legs, I got the headpiece. Like, I'm pretty much good, right? Because the rest of my PvP gear is stuff I'm gonna change at the beginning of Season 3, so... For sure, that's fine. We'll settle. So yeah, Philostones, I'm kinda okay waiting for now, and the one thing I would want from Cradle is the 108 shoulders. But can't really rely on getting that, so yeah, I'm just gonna grind my Marchitans. I guess I would have the option to just like buy Isle bolts to finish off my eye level, but like buying Isles kind of feels like shit because at this point I really only have the shitty nodes left, so I would be spending like 10 mil to get MP plus 50 type situation, you know? Like, that's not really something I want to do right now. Are you going to potential your armor pieces? Do you think it's worth? I already potential my armor pieces. I got both of my 108 orange gear. I got them max potentialed up already. And yes, I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it if you have orange 108 gear. Because orange 108 gear is better than Balik gold gear, right? So if you don't intend of doing like a full horn dragon situation, then basically that's what you're looking to do. Like, it's almost on par with getting horn dragon for the armor. So you might as well. Now the one caveat obviously is that you have to get lucky, but as soon as we start running Sanctuary, obviously we're gonna get like a few rogue pieces of gear from chests and so on and so forth, right? So it should speed up the process of getting that set. Also, when it comes to the pieces of armor that are not obtainable in dungeons right now, which, trust me, we will be able to get them in dungeons eventually. At least with the new sanctuary, you can use the exchange ticket, right? To just get them this way. Now I'm wondering if they're keeping the dungeons we already know about for Season 3. That's the one thing I'm wondering. They didn't fix the bug with Rage Burst like they said. Did they not? I mean, the thing is, it wasn't... It was very non-specific in the patch notes. Like, they didn't exactly say what they fixed, basically. No idea why YouTube recommended me this stream, but I crave a new MMO. What is this game? This is Iron 2. Now, I'm about to disappoint you, because this game is only available in Korea and Taiwan right now. It will be available for global in around 5 months. But if you want to play it, it's pretty easy to play on the Taiwanese version. So, there's that. Did you... Did you fall under the map? You guys just fucked me? Brother, I'm just a spectator, alright? Look at Discord. Ah, interesting. Okay. I can just open this for you, right? Yeah, you can just TP now. Oh, that's interesting. Push Rage Burst, I don't get overhead time. It happens to me as well with Marchitons on Shenta. Seems to be a similar bug. I don't know what exactly causes it, but yeah. Is it any good? I might try it. It is excellent. It has problems. Every MMO has them, right? But this game literally gets major patches like every week, and they've been ironing out stuff over time. Based on like play demands. So, like, the game's been out for like 3 months. It has already changed tremendously, and it's for the better, right? So right now there's definitely a few things I would like to see changed, but by the time the game reaches global, it should definitely be in a really good state. And even right now, it's already in a pretty decent state. It's just that depending on your point of interest, some stuff are a bit rough around the edges for sure. But yeah, other than that, the game is excellent. Very fun, very addictive. Everything you kind of ask from an MMO. There are time gates, but they're nowhere near as oppressive as a lot of other modern MMOs, right? Like, if I'm gonna be honest, I've been able to play this game for 3 months non-stop, and I've never been bored, right? I never run out of shit to do, so yeah. They had it. Give yourself up to 10 seconds. Or, yeah. It's like a hidden debuff you put on the mob specifically. But yeah, I mean, basically they need to make it like in a beast, right? They basically just need to make it like in a beast, because it's literally what it is, right? Like, this shit is literally just fucking fell cleave, dude. So yeah, this game is excellent. Like, as much as we complain about stuff and everything, and that there is stuff to complain about for sure. Like, this is a very good game. No doubts about it. Well, brother, sorry to say, my raise is on cooldown, so... Tough break. I have a feeling this group is... I mean, I think this group is a bit more DPS than the last group, but... It's still gonna be somewhat close on the last boss, I have a feeling. I think I forgot to reset meter, but you're pumping if I didn't. I mean, I didn't change much. I did get a few upgrades, but I mean, at the end of the day, I am still very heavily limited by ping anyways, so yeah. Oh yeah, you probably forgot. That's the bottom line. Feels like they've done something to debilitating Mark. Like, it's still not completely fixed, but... Like, I've had case scenarios today where I run after a dude, inverter on, and it actually hit him properly. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they changed anything, but yeah. Probably... no, I'm fine actually. Is this English by default? If it is... it has 3 language options. It has Korean, Chinese, and English. Although the dubbing is not available in English. But yeah, the English translation is in-game by default, yes. Like, the game is fully available in English. You're pumping? Am I? I mean, define pumping, I guess. I mean, I don't have food, I don't have power shards, right? So I don't know about this one, Chief. Dude, I don't even have crit damage boost on my shoulders anymore. Like, I'm cooked. I mean, I guess I did change a couple of my passives, but I mean, it shouldn't be making that big of a difference, right? But yeah, the game is available on NCSoft's proprietary launcher, so it's called Purple. So if you want to play, you're gonna have to download that. But there's plenty of like guides on how to install Taiwan version. You out DPS the Chanta, brother. That is not good. I'm not supposed to be doing that. But 50k is good, yeah. 50k is decent, for sure. I'll take that. Considering I don't run any smite, right? Yeah. Like the only DPS, I mean, I got more eye level, right? So obviously that's helping, and then I got this to Diamond 5, so yeah. That's pretty much the only thing I changed. And also, I guess I pumped more into this. But I got like 2 extra levels. I just fixed a couple of like goofs I did on the specking on the PV side. But yeah, I'll choose to believe the DPS meter because it's saying that I'm doing good. If it said I was doing bad, I would not believe it. Let it be known, alright? Also, I hope you appreciate the fact that I had a feeling you would get hit, and I stayed back. Also, by the way, I broke 32k defense in PvP, so we'll see how good it is. I could still get more, right? I could break into like 33, 34, 34k defense, but from the little I've seen, it does seem to make a bit of a difference, mainly against like lower gear people. Like I actually, unironically, have 3.5k people hitting me for 1 point of damage if they don't have enough attack, which is a bit funny. Bit of a stark difference of in TTK. Obviously the pumpers are still like fucking me the ass, but you know, it is what it is. Getting hit by that. If the Chanter is doing less DPS than me, though, that's a bit concerning. Like DPS wise, like a Chanter around 3.7k on this instance should probably be doing at least 70k. I feel like. I mean, I think he's using an extendable, which that's probably why, right? But yeah, still. 3 times in a row, I got no overhead time on the rage burst. Well. I mean, if that's the case, then next week is probably getting fixed then. That's probably a case of the same thing that happened with Elementalist last week, right? Where they addressed a couple of things, it didn't work, and then they actually fixed it this week. I mean, that is the problem with like being so ahead on revisions on test servers. When they push to production, they probably forget about a few things. I'm honestly very impatient for the patch on the 25th. Really seems like a very promising patch. Damn. In the tournament, actually didn't hit the other one. That's Grange. I saw gold for a second. I guess I didn't get it. Oh yeah. Raiden got it. Of course. I can't believe you would take the gold out of my hands like that. I got it, nerd. Fuck you. That's it. You're losing your VIP. I've had enough. This guy is very suicidal. I don't know why he keeps running into me with AoEs, but oh, that's on the other side. Level 15 sprint mentor. It really feels like less and less chances are using sprint mentor, to be honest, especially in PvE. But I will say that one of the likely reasons why I'm doing a bit more damage than usual today, I feel like the VPN node I'm using right now is like better than my usual node. I'm kind of not used to this. Almost save everyone. The Ranger of all things guide. I don't know, man. You can ride the wave from 20 meters away. I don't know why. I don't know how you would die. How many more can I do after this? Like 3 more. It's like how many per run? Like 140? So 14 attempts? Yeah, I might be able to break into 3790. But I'm definitely gonna have to do something else to get any higher. I paid good money for this VIP. Well, I'll have you know, with the Twitch TOS, you cannot sell VIP to people, so technically speaking that's wrong. You earned it another way. What is this game? This is Iron 2. It came out about 3.5 months ago in Korea and Taiwan. It will come to global in about 5 months. It is an MMORPG. You know, one day I will remember to like properly set a game category for my stream on Twitch, on YouTube I mean. I guess until then it's free interaction. I suppose. Also puts the game on the radar for people who might not have been seeking it, so that counts for something. You know what? NCSoft should be paying me money. I'm gonna send an email to Namjoon. Yep. That's happening. Thank you for the follow. I'm not sure how you pronounce this, but thank you for the follow anyways. X no face? No face. Okay, it's no face with X's. Got it. Oh, I can't believe this guy fucking died. Alright. Watch me get like a better challenge than last time. I don't really think that's possible. So crafting the old cards with the pure blood mark doesn't use the new crystal, right? It's only the skills that does. I'm assuming it uses the mysterious crystals. I mean, I don't know, like... The crit damage and the defense is nice and all, but dude, why did they have to scale the pure blood to be on the same god stats as the blue cards, dude? So bad. It's completely unusable in my opinion. Like, you're sacrificing so much just to get that 5% crit damage. New cards are cheaper? Yeah, it makes sense. But even then, right, like, you're getting space on the chalice, like, ugh. Like, there's no way I'm doing that. Also, like, especially because I want to keep the blue set, right? To get the MP regen. Like, it's basically impossible for me to get. The 2-set PvE attack, yeah. I mean, what would I get that from though? Because I'm already using Parchment and Bell on blue for the mana, and I can tell you that if I don't have the mana for PvE, I'm gonna run out of mana because I'm never using left click, right? So what would I be using then? But I guess the compass is freedom, right? Freedom isn't it accuracy? I guess I could sacrifice that for PvE, right? Because the blue one is death, I believe, which is crit. So I guess the compass, and then what is the parchment again? I mean, the parchment I'm already using for the mana set. Let me think. The bell, the bell is a no way. Okay, I mean, I guess I already have the scale though. Yeah, so I could just be using the compass. Yeah. Just make a compass for the extra PvE attack, I suppose. I guess I could also get a compass with Scattershot on it or something. Specifically for PvE, right? Like basically replace Defiance with Scattershot or something. Or maybe Condemnation. Actually, Condemnation is Parchment, I think, so I could not even do that. So yeah, definitely Scattershot. Yeah, wrong set. Oh, you mean the other one? Not the pure blood, but not the pure blood, but the other one, like the purple set. I mean, the purple set is based off of the yellow one, so I could be using anything for that. I haven't looked at the purple set, to be honest. I just saw the bad god stat on the scale, and I was like, nah, I'm not doing this. Yeah, that's the pure blood. But pure blood has crit damage on the full set. But yeah, the full set of pure blood is basically impossible to get because it's the same god stats as the blue set, which isn't the best, to say the least. Yeah. I mean, again, the funny thing is, though, like, we are supposed to be getting more Arcana sets. Like, we already know we are supposed to get a PvP set as well at some point. Like, it is in the game's data, and am I wrong, or did they not tease 5 new sets of cards at the beginning of Season 2? Like, did I imagine that? I feel like they teased all of them at the beginning of the season, and then they only released 2. Like, it really makes you wonder if they did not initially plan to release more content for Season 2, and then they were like, oh shit, people are not progressing through it fast enough. I don't know. It's the same with the fucking PvE game mode, dude. Like, I feel like we should have gotten that way earlier, but they moved it back. We need to use up my cards. But even like Diviner is getting restoration procs. I mean, I guess it makes sense, right? But that's pretty funny. Does that mean that if you run evasion, your Diviner is also evasive? I guess it does, huh? Yoda Para, how you doing? Almost died by trying to save the Chanta, but I guess everyone lived, so it was worth it. Oh yeah, by the way, I removed the Call of Dragon sponsorship. I was like, nah. Actually, I don't want to do that. So you will notice that the banner is gone. We're missing someone. Yeah, someone is not here. No, it's fine. You know what, actually? They need to bring this fucking absorption debuff to middle of this. There you go. Just change the flight debuff for the absorption debuff. That's my ask. Bro. Fucking Chanta, dude. Pity the RNG god. What RNG though? There's nothing special to get in this dungeon. Of the chest. You know what, they should have made it like a a 6% chance for you to get like a fully completed Martian bolt from the chest. Just feed my gambling addiction, dude. Where's the hammer at? Why is the boss taking his time like this? Really? Okay. I guess we skipped it. Did it actually break my animation? I guess it did. Well, I guess I did that to myself. Up my G, yo Donny, how you doing? Friends alone aloof as usual. I have a couple of people I'm playing with, but I'm mostly by myself. Yeah. And still enjoying? Yeah, this game is great. Honestly, I haven't really felt tired of this game like at all since it came out. It's gone through a couple of rough patches, right? Especially on the PvP side, but it's been steadily getting better from the beginning. And there's plenty to look forward to, so yeah. How many more? 2 more. Alright then, I'll just go fuck myself. He's asking me this in the sense of a pre-made Raiden, alright? Like, all of the pre-made people I started the game with are gone. Ready for PvP video? I've made a couple of like compilations, I guess. Just like quick stream highlights, but yeah. Not really gonna make like a full-on video or something. At least not yet. But I mean, the PvP right now has a couple of like key problems. Like, it's a lot better than it used to be, but some of them they have already said they will be addressing soon, right? Like the biggest one should be addressed around the end of the month, hopefully. So we'll see where they go from there. Yeah. Goodbye, smooth runs. We'll see. I mean, it is triple media again, but we're only doing 2 more, so. Be carelessly through the boys. Yeah, that's a fair way to look at the game, especially right now, right? I'm assuming you will... Damn, I tried. I'm assuming you will at least try to touch the game. Damn. Well, that almost killed me. I'll raise you here. You should be safe on the stairs, right? Right, I'm assuming you'll touch the game at least a bit on global, even if you don't go hard, right? I mean, it's worth at least doing the release, right? Like, any release of an MMO is fun, right? So at least playing the first few weeks. Even if you're a busy man, a responsible adult, as it may. My raise is on cooldown. Yeah, I had a feeling they would kill me. I don't know who fired the laser, but the greed. Right, I do have a couple of gripes with PvE still, right? Like, a couple of minor gripes, but overall, like, my biggest gripes are within the PvP. Like, that's not to say there's not enough PvP, like, there's a lot of PvP offering, arguably more than on Iron 1, but it's just that there's a lot of, like, pretty big problems with it right now, which hopefully they can eventually iron out. I mean, at the end of the day, this is the 1.0 patch, right? Like, if you look at the Iron 1 1.0 patch, the game was also very rough around the edges, so I'll give them time to cook. Combat seems different worse for me. It has a lot of similarities with Iron 1, but obviously it's a lot more like streamlined, a lot more modern. I will say that the game overall feels better, if that makes sense, right? Like, in terms of the movement and transition between flight, ground, mounting, so on and so forth, like the combat in itself, it's very smooth. Like, hitting a moving target, so on and so forth, is a lot easier in this game than it is on Iron 1, right? Iron 1, you had more control over like specific minute things, but for the most part, this game feels great. Now, the combat in itself, the biggest problem lies within the balance. But again, this is stuff that is getting ironed out. So hopefully, by the time it reaches global, like, the gripes I have with the game are gonna be gone. Or at least quelled, you know? Still playing Iron 1 a day. I do want to play Iron 1 still as well. Like, it's just that I don't really have a good Iron 1 to play, if that makes sense. I've been thinking about it. I kind of, even for the stream, I kind of want to play Iron 1. Like, maybe even if like once or twice a week, right? But yeah, it's I just don't have any servers or anything that give me a good reason to do so. Did you try the new Sanctuary? We're going tomorrow. Tomorrow at 3 my time, which is basically think of it as like 7 hours ago. Tomorrow. Having such a good time in China, but everyone abandoned for this. I mean, now that you mention it, actually the Chinese server, I guess, could be a decent... I mean, I would be playing with fucking 200 ping again, but you know what? I guess I could experience that. I mean, it's probably very like sweaty at this point, right? But it is also... Correct me if I'm wrong, right? But I believe the Chinese Iron 1 server is one that is gonna stay on its patch. That like there's not gonna be updates, right? So like even if I slowly play through it, everything I do is basically going to be like definitive effort. So I guess maybe I could look into that. Is it also on purple? The Chinese Iron 1 server? Or is it on a different launcher? Because if it is on purple, I might as well. Like, that would be very low effort. Because there's a lot of people on the stream that they play this game, but they've never played Iron 1, right? And they keep asking questions about if things are just like Iron 1 or how things were on Iron 1, so on and so forth. So I think casually playing Iron 1 could be interesting, for sure. Even if it's laggy as shit. Oh, launcher, they got 1.5 recently, Dragon and Dark Vader. Okay. And do they intend on like going further than this, like 2.x and such, or do they want to stay within 1.x, I guess is the question. New update Let's Survey with anyone in game faction free? Yes. The update we got this week removed the faction restrictions for the group finder, specifically for dungeons. But I'll take a look at it. Could be interesting. I mean, 200 ping on Iron 1 is going to feel like death, but if I'm just going to be casual about it, I guess that's fine. Let me do my code on spinny shit and yeah, I mean, look, man, it's only 2 more, all right? It's only 2 more. And sacrifice effort. Have you considered that they're doing it on purpose because of racism? Have you considered the option that maybe you dying was the plan all along? I don't think Twitch would like my response to that. Fair enough. I think it's very implicit anyways. Don't need to go too much into detail. As a DPS to do the new Sanctuary, what are we looking at? I mean, I've seen Korean DPS do it at 3800. Like full clearing. With high ping, probably 3900, I guess would be the minimum expectation. Yeah, I'm cooked. Considering crafting horned weapon and fully body set. Well, isn't that a bit a bit of an extreme? I mean, I guess if you really want to make the horn weapon, like obviously that's not going to be lost on you. But although personally, if I were you, depending on like whether you have the ability to wear it or not, I would maybe just stick to like demonic to do the guaranteed craft. But I guess when it comes to the armor, I would not necessarily do Ebony. Like, you're honestly good with like Dovati and Faded, basically. Like, basic armor isn't that great of an upgrade, to be honest. If you're gonna be spending money, like, full sand, weapon guard, and accessories instead for something like this. Especially as a DPS. So my Korean account, someone from Korean server who wanted a second account. I'm not spending, what do we do? I mean, if you just want to reinvest what you got from the soul account, then sure. Although, if you really want to get a horned weapon, I would... Look, that's my personal recommendation. You don't have to agree, right? But I don't even know if I would... Wait, can I not go? Oh, well. I guess we're done. I'm out of tickets. If you really want a horned weapon, I would just buy it. I would not attempt to craft it. Like, it's so incredibly expensive to craft, and it's a 50-50 whether you succeed or not. Like, I don't know. I really don't fuck with the whole concept of crafting a horned weapon, personally. Shadow DPS isn't the best, but at least he knows his fucking rule. Well, there you go. I can buy it off the market? Yeah. If you want to get horned, then you can just buy it, right? Especially since it's been falling off in price because people are using bound mats, so they're more inclined to undercutting. Title regen. I mean, this is really good, except for this. I will say. This is... bleh, however. Same cost as crafting plus 150 million. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's why never risk crafting this by yourself. Like, yeah, you have the small chance of getting splendid. Don't fall for the bait. Just fucking buy it. And then for the armor, honestly, don't waste your money into that. Don't waste your money into crafted. Just full sand. Like, with the money you would spend to get the armor, just get a guard. You know what I mean? Time to suck a dick crafting these boards. True. I'm about to do it right now. It's 70 crafts. Now, I need 16 to be 3,800, but I know that's too much of a demand. If I can get like 10 out of this, that'd be great. I'm not okay, 6 at the bare minimum, 10 would be nice. That's my expectation here. Let's see. You'll never show this to Sakura. Do not clip this and ping Sakura on Discord with this. Do not. Yeah, but for you it's already too late. You know, you're already traumatized, you know? It is what it is. Why are you so lucky? Look, man, I've had a couple of weeks, all right? I deserve this. All right? I don't want to hear it. Yeah, that's 11 more. Okay. I guess I'll path here. That's probably the fastest. I mean, this one is pretty good as well, but this one gives me 1% regen. Do I have any extra that I spent? I guess this one, right? Yeah. Yeah. This one has endurance. I mean, this is definitely the fastest path to get regen as well. Yeah, I would be missing one. Oh, that sucks. Well, 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 if it isn't the consequences of my actions catching up to me. I mean, I guess I'll just spend on like whatever. 1% HP increase, really? I didn't even see these nodes. That's pretty good. I'll take that for now. Accuracy, crit, accuracy, HP. I kinda don't need accuracy right now. I want super VIP now. Okay, I'm missing 5 eye level. Now, the astute observer will tell me that 5 eye level is exactly what you get from a diamond 5. And that is true. That being said, bro, that shit's expensive. That shit expensive as fuck. I got a really good skill, but it doesn't have overhead slam. That's unfortunate. I mean, isn't your overhead slam already level 20 from other shit anyways? It's level 23? Yeah. I mean, I guess, like, you can keep getting levels of it just to do more damage to an extent, but... Plus 12 or plus 13 your other gear? I mean, I guess I could push these, right? For eye level, possibly. Because, like, these I don't really want to enhance, because... I will eventually replace them with faded. Now, you could make the argument for the chest piece that getting faded is going to be very difficult, and you would be right. So I could push this to like 12, 13, I guess. So yeah, like enhancing these is like pretty important for DPS. Is the thing. Like, I mean, I do have. I could click the button 3 times. At the end of the day, all it takes is 1, right? The other problem is that I'm missing enhancement stones. Yeah, I have no enhancement stones. Now, you can't see it. Let me just remove this. You still can't see it. Well, you just have to take my word for it. I ran out of enhancement stones. It is basically the only thing you have to know. Because I enhanced a bunch of shit for PvE. So, yeah, that's the other problem. Aren't you worried you need that 17.5% damage tolerance and armor? Not really. First of all, I do have my gloves and my cape have the max level of whatchamacallit, of potential on them. So yeah, I have the percentage on these. Now crafted, I would never get crafted armor anyways. I would only do potential, but I don't want to do potential on anything other than the 108 gear. So that's gonna have to wait. For the rest, I don't think the 17% tolerance is going to save me at any point during Sanctuary, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, I think bottom line in the new Sanctuary, it's either I get 1 shot or I get 2 shot. And getting extra tolerance is not gonna do anything more for me, you know what I mean? So yeah. But yeah, I guess if I want 5 more eye level, I could try to click this. It's either that or I get Ariel Bolt. How much are Ariel Bolts right now? Like, I kind of don't like the idea of buying Ariel Bolt, but if they're cheap... 900k. That would be 4.5 mil, I guess. That's fairly reasonable. What a prog new Sanctuary now? No, I have a pre-made. I'm going tomorrow. Just Gumba. You could get anything, even eye level. You know how much we've always wanted one of those. Fine. For perfect defense, you'd want to have endurance on pieces that you can get. Make it janky as well. Yeah, endurance regen for PvE, because the bosses have no pen, so you want both ideally. Now, I haven't been able to roll endurance on any piece of gear, but I have rolled regen at least. So, you know, that's 1 out of 2. But yeah, I really tried rolling endurance, I just never got it. So... Do you need 1 more Cleric? No, we already have enough people for like 1.5 to 2 groups. So, I mean, as in like 2 Sanctuary groups, so like 24 people. If you want, you can join. Nah. They're counting on me. So, thanks for the offer, but I'm just gonna prog with the boys tomorrow. I'm going for Dark Dragon armor set. I mean, if you can afford to do so, I guess. I mean, personally, I would not go for it, but... The best defense is making the boss dead. True. I mean, at the end of the day, if I'm really desperate, I'm just gonna press Salvation anyways. You know what I mean? Like, that's my out. If I know I'm gonna get hit by something, I'm just gonna Salvation. So, yeah. Now, that being said, having quickly looked through the Sanctuary bosses, I'm not Omega concerned. Like, the only thing that really scares me is the laser on the end boss. The laser does seem to be a bit unpredictable. That's the one thing. Especially if the boss gets cornered, then you kind of have to get hit by the laser. So if I don't have Salvation, then that's the one thing where I'm wondering if the amount of gear that I have is not going to get me one shot. Sure. I'll just kick this. I mean, what could possibly go wrong, right? Worst case scenario, I click 3 times, I fail, I feel really sad, and then I move on, right? Okay, actually, you know what? I'm gonna click twice, and if I fail, I'm just gonna buy the IL bolts to get my 3.8. That's the reasonable take. Yeah. Alright. I mean, I can click all 3 times and still buy them. Alright. There you have it. I'll buy the Aria bolts now. That's it. It's slightly cheaper on the world market. A stack of 36, brother. You gotta divide these up. This is not a good marketing strategy. Not expensive to get dark. How did 300 million? Brother, you just said it's not that expensive and 300 million in the same sentence. Like, I know I'm a peasant, but like you don't gotta put it like this, you know? Like show some decency. All right, 3.8. We did it, chat. Yippee! Another 150 million to... Yeah, I mean, Diamond 2 is like quite inexpensive, yeah, for sure. How many dollars is that? I have no idea. I've never swiped for anything in this game, so you'll have to ask the experts. Okay. I mean, I guess I'm good, right? What time is it? I missed the rift, unfortunately. So I guess I'll just do some Abyss PvP now. I guess that's what we're doing. I don't really want to do old stuff tonight, so yeah. Actually, you know what I need to do? I need to do my Abyss seasonal. Hold on. Yeah, this, right? I guess we're gonna kill some mobs. You're ready to get bored, chat? Hell yeah. You're doing 8 ults, full fight tempo already. You can milk. I mean, yeah, but... I mean, dude, you're saying this... Dude, okay. You're saying this as if I don't have a full PvP set Diamond 5 with a full PvE set Diamond 4-5. I know that I've been doing this for months. It's just that if I have 300 mil, I have better things to put it into than buying Dark Dragon armor, is what I'm saying. That's kind of the gist of it, right? Like, I do try to be as economical and frugal as possible on things that don't matter as much to make progress on the stuff that does matter. Orange Diamond gear is better with Philistone? Yeah, exactly, yeah. Like, I'm thinking long term here. So I'm just going full Faded Shadow, basically. Philistone, yeah. What would you buy? I mean, I do have a couple of upgrades already planned out, right? Now, obviously, I am mostly done with everything, but... I do want to get everything Diamond 5. Like, that's my next big priority, is to get everything Diamond 5. On my PvP set and my PvE set as well. On the PvE set, just the accessories is what I have left, so it's basically 4 pieces now. And on the PvP side, I still have to do all of the armor and all of the accessories minus the rings. Like, these are my current goals, basically. And the thing is, it doesn't sound like much because I already have everything at 4 at the bare minimum, but the final level costs you like... Sometimes tapping a single piece from 4 to 5 costs like 50 mil, you know what I mean? Even more sometimes, right? So that alone is going to take me a lot of time. And the reason why this is more important to me is because I don't have plans to upgrade to orange gear for those specific slots for both PvP gear and my PvE set. So these are basically my final steps of enhancement for Taiwan, unless something really changes with the gear progression in the next few months. So yeah. And then after that, it's gonna be a matter of getting a better weapon. So I'm gonna have to wait and see what happens, right? Like, the plan is either going to be to make a demonic weapon eventually, or if they make the horn dragon weapon guaranteed craft, potentially do that. Or if they nerf PvE weapons in PvP, then I'll have to get a Tribunus mace at the bare minimum, right? So these will be also my next few plans. I want a demonic weapon just for the skin. I mean, just do some closet shenanigans. You know what's funny, Raiden? My Templar got the demonic sword skin. Of all things. I'm thinking long term, possibly because I live south. Yeah. I mean, I guess for you, it's a bit different, right? But for me, my plans are only up until global releases, right? So basically, I'm gonna stay for like 4 to 5 months on these servers, like max. So once I get my mixed Centurion and Tribunus set, I'm basically done with PvP gear, allegedly, right? Again, unless something really drastic changes, which I don't think it will. I think we're gonna be riding the current max set until the expansion. I don't think there's gonna be anything higher than the High Commander, so like at the absolute best, I will get like 2 pieces of High Commander in my PvP set. Like, that's it. Wanna trade? I don't even get any MS to servers in my own country. Yeah, feels an A, man. 6th class. Yeah, if you're Southeast Asia, right? Like if you're Singapore or like Malaysia or like anything like that, then yeah, Taiwan is probably it for you. Although I will say that my personal recommendation is, I don't know how much of a shit they give about Taiwan. I think they will give more of a shit about global than they will Taiwan. So if you want to trade off like 30 ping just to have a better... Jesus Christ, that's scary. Dude, why is my OBS volume so fucking loud? Anyways, thanks for the raid, Arsenal. But yeah, if you want a like better integrity, like maybe better handling of the botting situation and everything, maybe you'll actually have to play on global. But overall, it is a safe bet for sure. You assume that you're just gonna stay on Taiwan. And yeah, welcome to the Arsenal viewers. I'm doing a very interesting thing right now, which is called doing my Abyss Weekly and farming 2,000 mobs for the next 45 minutes. So you joined at the best time, you know? I'm sure you're very happy about that. Now, if that makes you feel better, I did just reach a milestone, you know? I just broke 3.8k in PvE on my PvE set, so that counts for something. Round of applause. Your entertainment skills, exactly. I mean, hey, Maybe someone is gonna attack me at some point, and then we're gonna have an exciting PvP match for like 10 seconds. Think about the possibilities. I can attack you in chat if you want. I mean, you're constantly doing that though. So yeah, I'm basically gonna be holding right click on these mobs for like the next 40 minutes. So if you don't fuck with that, thanks for watching. Did this guy just margins me and then was like, you know what, actually I'm gonna run away. Brother, you're the one that attacked me. What are you doing? And you know what's funny? He's gonna get out of combat before me. Yep, there it is. He died. Just... okay. If you keep falling, you're gonna reach Ayana one Abyss. Dude, I wish. And you know what's cooked, chat? He fucking died to gravity and I did not get the ranking points. Don't chase the desert, he inward the Keystroke. He's a 3-star officer. But it doesn't matter anyways, I didn't get the points. Fucking chances, man. Commander. Nah. Yo, what the fuck is the ninth class doing, dude? This guy is ruining... oh, he fucking stunned me. The fucking ninth class, dude. Paid actor. Unironically. Does no damage but stuns me anyways. I should have used an impact X-roll, to be honest. General. Oh, well, isn't that unfortunate? Oh well, back to farming mobs, hell yeah. Wait, what were we talking about again? Something about... future upgrade something. Like honestly, the one thing I kind of hope they do eventually is maybe slightly increase the amount of inherits you can do per season. That'd be nice. Because right now I'm definitely gonna be confronted to the a bit of a limitation when it comes to upgrading my PvE gear versus upgrading my PvP gear, right? Yeah. Like, I basically already have 6 pieces of equipment planned for PvP next season to inherit, and then as soon as I do that, I'm just stuck until next season, so... even if I want to upgrade like 1 or 2 pieces of PvE gear, I'm basically not going to be able to do that, so... yeah. Getting at least like 10 inheritances would be nice. I don't think that's too far-fetched. Keep getting crit damage with my genius instead of smite. Yeah, I think that's the experience for most people rolling smite. It doesn't smite have a lower chance to roll? All servers are locked for creation. Do you know roughly how often they open them up? Really much right again. It's a bit random. Just fill the Ebony Ringcraft. Well, you can You can console yourself by telling yourself it's just a ring. It's not that many mats, right? But in terms of how often they open the servers up, it depends, right? Like sometimes it just opens during downtime for Taiwan. So I guess you can check like around this time basically. But for the most part, on the Asmo side especially, it's been kind of locked up, bro. So you might be out of luck if you want to play Asmo, at least for now. Yeah. Intelligent dark horse spamming. Also, I swear to God, this rank 9 gotta go, dude. This guy's a paid actor by everyone in the Abyss. I got a 0.9%. Nah, that's not a keep. That is not a keep. Should I check every hour or like every other day? Honestly, I don't think I've seen the Asmo servers open up for like a very long time. So I don't really have a proper answer to give you beyond what I already told you. Like if you really want to try the game, then probably look on the Helios side. Now, the Helios side is also locked up quite a decent amount, but I do believe a couple of servers are unlocked. Although you will have to deal with the fact that most Helios servers are a bit of a loser POV, for sure. But at least now, as of the last patch, you will be able to also do dungeons with Asmos, so it's not as bad. Osmo servers were open for like 2-3 days about a month ago. That was it. Yeah. They also opened them up. It was a few weeks ago, right? Second class. They opened them up manually a few weeks ago, and then it immediately locked up again. So, yeah, that's pretty much your best attempt. Even old Helios servers are locked. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know then. I mean, I guess, okay. I know this is not the best answer, but I guess your other option would be to buy an account, even if it's like a really shitty, cheap account, but at least it would get you in on the game, right? And then even if you don't want to play the character, you can just make like an alt on the same account and then just play that. That is the option as well. But I'm kind of surprised that all of the Helios servers are locked. You know when the city content is coming? Is it after the season? The city content is coming. What do you mean by city content? Well, you can create a character in Taiwan server, they're all locked out. Yeah, I mean, and a lot of it has to do with the bot problem, right? For sure. Moheim level up? Oh, we don't know for sure. Allegedly, it should be season 4, which should be around. I mean, with the delay, it should be sometime early summer, probably. Where can I buy accounts? I haven't done anything RMT in this game, so I don't know. I'm assuming that people use G2G for this game as well. I'm sure some people in chat might know better than me. Can you explain what inheritance is? It's actually just gear transfer. It's basically you can transfer the enhancement level as well as the soul binds of an item to a new item. So it basically saves us money, right? Alright, that is one commander. Is fail stack crafting a real thing? I don't think it is now. It's just like... if it was, you can trust me that it would have gotten patched out of the game. G2G is good? Well, there you go. Brother. I just keep perfect blocking these guys' soul crushers and marshitons, and he's just like running away. There you go, you got it. Fucking chances. Literally, they all share the one same brain cell. Where inheritance is you literally just like transfer a piece of gear and transfer the enhancement level and the soul binds. That's it, but you can only do 6 per seed in total, so you have to be careful with what you inherit. With all of these incidents, dude, my mob farming is not progressing. You guys here? Oh yeah, they're coming for me for sure. Yeah, well, that is probably not going to end well. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, that's a bit too much. I mean, they also have the Abyss buff, so XD. (3v1). I think there was a bit more than that. I mean, they had a Sulk, Cleric, SM, and I believe a Chanta, so that was 4 people. Old friends, yeah. I mean, it's probably just a group roaming to get their weeklies done, right? Yeah, I didn't have my invuln, but he did. Unfortunate. I'm level 20 ancient can melt full PvP gear. Yeah. Elementalist fucks, man, in general. Both in PvP and PvE. It really fucks. You can die to Glad. I mean, I only died because he used invuln and I didn't have mine, right? It is what it is. Third class. Yeah, he's invuln. He's invuln and bodyguarded. Ain't that some shit? Well, I'm lacking a bit of oomph. I mean, yeah, like it's Chanter Templar Cleric. I can't really do much about that. Even if they have like a bit less gear than me, like it doesn't matter. But like the thing with Gladiator is, honestly, fighting Gladiator is a lot harder in the air than it is on the ground, because being able to dodge roll is the most important thing against Glad. Like, if you can dodge roll the stuns and you can dodge roll the opener for overheads, it's a very, very easy matchup. Even without invuln or without anything, like the dodge rolls just make the matchup pretty easy. In the air, the fact that the Glad has access to the dodge roll gap closer without dodge rolling, and you can't do anything about it, basically makes the matchup borderline impossible without invuln. And even with invuln, it's pretty difficult. 1v1 versus Templar, well, who wins? Templar wins, yeah. Like a really good Templar wins. Like Templar is genuinely one of the best classes in the game right now. I mean, all three supports are really strong. Now, the thing that you also have to consider is, obviously I'm playing with 200 ping, right? So if I get matched against a juiced Templar who has like local ping, then it's gonna be very difficult for me to win. Now, if it's only one encounter, if it's a best of one, and it's a fight on the ground, then maybe I can do something. Like if I perfect dodge a couple of pulls, right? I play my cards right. Assuming he doesn't get any stun through my Defiance buff, which unfortunately that happens sometimes, then maybe I can do something. But most of the time, an actually good, properly juiced Templar with good ping would not really leave me any chance, to be honest. Is there a motorcycle pet reward this season? I don't think there is now. It's only the Idol and Pantheon stuff. Now, the Pantheon stuff they added mid-season, so who knows? Maybe they will add more rewards before the season ends, but right now there's not. What rank needed to get a pet? In season 1, you mean? I believe 1-star officer got a green bike, right? And then 4-star officer got the bike that I got, which is the blue bike. I mean, I'm probably gonna die. This guy does way too much damage. Okay. We won. Did 1-star? I think 1 to 3 was green, and then 4-star, 5-star was blue. General Marshal was silver, and Commander, High Commander, or Supreme Commander, I guess, were gold. Yeah. And that guy almost one-shot me multiple times. That's a bit wild. Cleric OP. This guy zoomed past me. 1-star officer seems impossible to me. It's one of those things where if you join mid-season, it's obviously very difficult, but it's not like impossible, because like how much is 1-star officer right now? I would assume it's probably around 4 million. If you grind, you can get there, but you're gonna have to grind. And also you need like... Oh well, I'm paralyzed. And also you need a pretty juiced PvP set. Like you need to be able to farm people, basically. Above all, you need an active abyss. Yeah, obviously. I mean, that being said, right, like, depending on where you're at with your seasonal AP, don't monsters give you ranking points if your seasonal AP are not capped? Or did they remove that as well? Even if I zerg with my guild, the cap per hour is a shit system. I mean, that's the thing, right? If you zerg you kind of remove a lot of potential points, right? Because you are splitting the you're splitting the amount of points you can farm per person. So especially if you have a Colmar Abyss, then obviously, yeah, you're gonna run into that problem. Like, I only do solo PvP, so anytime I kill someone, I get the full juice every time, basically. Which helps. Oh, it's that guy. Yo, fuck you. You're the fucking paid actor. Yeah, fuck that guy. I'm probably dead. He got a window. Yeah, yeah. What is a Legion for? I mean, it's just like Iron 1, right? It's just like a social thing. It's a social thing, and it's like to quickly... You have a chat for your pre-made, stuff like that, right? Like, the Legion, guilds, whatever you want to call it, was never big in Iron 1 either. It's not really this type of game. Now, Iron 1 had a bit more like group activities in general, which I don't disagree that we need more PvP-oriented group activities, stuff like dredging. Like, that would be nice, but other than that, it's pretty much the same as it was in Iron 1. And like, I'm gonna be honest, I never had a Legion in Iron 1 either. Yeah, he has a Chanter with him now. Do you even do Battlefield or whatever it's called? I mean, I would, but it doesn't proc. Nobody cares about it, so I don't do it. Like, even today, I had to work on something today, right? And I just left the Battleground queue running while I was doing something. And I let it run for 3 hours, and it never procced. So, even if I wanted to, it just doesn't proc on time 1. I miss my Iron 1 Legion. Yeah, I never had one, to be honest. Like, usually my Legion was a solo Legion to get more warehouse space. That's basically all I did. Yeah. Like 99% of the time, the Legion I had was just like a personal Legion, like a one-man Legion. Just for the warehouse. But we don't even have a warehouse with the Legion on 92, so there you go. Even the Legion I'm in right now, like, okay, the only reason why I'm in my own Legion right now is to buy the boat. I like the boat. Like, that's it. There's no one active in my Legion. It's literally just me. Everyone else quit. But I'm just renting the boat. Like, I like to have all of the NPCs in the same location, and I also appreciate being able to craft without dropping to 15 FPS. That's like my favorite part about having a boat. Is a weak Legion on your server? I have no idea. I'm gonna be honest, I never gave a shit about individuals or legions or anything, regardless of the game. So I don't even know. I don't even know who is and isn't on my server. I mean, yeah, it's the truth. I was never a, which is funny because I'm streaming, right? But I was never a people person, you know. I just do my own thing. I just mind my own business. I don't talk too much. I just do my thing. I stay as far away from the petty drama as possible. I'm just here to play the video game, you know? Like, that's it. I just want to play the video game. And if people want to play with me, that's cool. You wanna make a static and have me in it? Great, excellent. I'll do my best, but otherwise I'm not gonna go around and seek it. When I'm trying to squad you up on EU Classic, you were always yeah. I just and like it was something on like both NA and EU Classic. It's like people wanted to grab me into teams and stuff. And because they had beef with people and they wanted to like make a squad and shit, I was like, I don't care. I Rachel. I just don't care, dude. That's also part of the reason I stopped doing pre-made stuff on Ion Classic EU. Like, people kept asking me to come fill in for like pre-made and stuff, but like, dude, it was mostly filled with drama and everything, right? You know, I don't know. What PvP set do you run? It's a Frankenstein right now. I have some Decanus, I have some Centurion, I have some Tribunus. Like, the set I want to finish with is a 5-piece Centurion with 8-piece Tribunus. That's what I'm working towards too, but I'm not going to be able to complete that until next season because of the inheritances. So, I'll leave my inventory open. There you go. This is what I have. As I said, I'm probably going to be making some sort of video to just like that just goes over my current year in the near future, so yeah. Great, I'm stunned on my Defiance. I guess I'll do that. Yeah, I mean, it's a quadruple support group. Like, I'm not gonna do anything against that. Do you know that Bakama now match with Trinial? We can't even get past the first ring of the film Last Siege. Well, it is what it is. It'd be like that sometimes. At least the matching changes every other week, right? So just look at it this way, right? You're gonna eat shit for 2 weeks, and then your matchmaking is gonna be fucked. And then they're gonna give you a shitty server because you've been getting demolished. So you eat shit for 2 weeks, and then you're gonna eat good for 2 weeks. Like 2k monsters per week. I mean, if you're matched against a Chinese server, typically if you go like late hours for Taiwan and China, it's not free, but you'll be able to get it by just like insisting, right? Also, don't forget that if you go around the rings, right, you exit from the side and you go on one of the side island. Oftentimes, if they're just camping your ring, they're not gonna roam around, so you can just like get a few kills like that. Well, I'm sealed, so yeah, these guys are only roaming with forces. Whatever. How many more do I need, even? I need 600 more. Not too bad. Yeah, I guess I'll check the island on the right, because the left one is getting zerged a decent amount. I mean, I'm assuming they are roaming around, right? But yeah, we'll just do that. I just want to finish my mobs. But there's so many fucking people here. I still have to do my contracts on Central Abyss, actually. Oh, but I can just do that at a later date, though. It is only Friday. Also, contracts are probably an out of stream activity. I don't want to bore you guys with this. There's the guy that is farming 2,000 monsters on stream. I know. Isn't contracts the same thing as what you're doing right now? Shush! I don't want to hear it. I mean, look, at the end of the day, I didn't have it planned to be running this, right? So, you know, it's just happenstance. I wanted to do the rift, I missed the rift. It is what it is. Now I deal with the consequences of my actions. What is a better move for silver metal fragments? The 10% are guaranteed. I mean, you probably shouldn't be listening to me. I'm more of a gambling guy, but here's the funny part. Both of them are separate. They both have separate caps. So technically speaking, you want to do both. If you are really down bad for metals, you want to get all 20 from both sources. So that's the secret third option. I'm paralyzed. Well, unfortunate. The Zerg is just waiting at this rank now. If you want to do that, just feel free, dude. I genuinely cannot be bothered right now. I'm just gonna go farm my mobs. Like, you're a fucking general with capped gear, with high commander gear, 10 ping. Like, I'm not gonna run after you. I'm good. My voice is getting fucked again. I mean, I have been getting better, but yeah, I'm still quite sick. Unfortunately. He's just running away. What the fuck is this guy's deal, man? I don't get it. Like, are you just like gone? I mean, he's right there actually. Above or below? I think he's above. Yeah, he's above. Just please. Give me a break. Oh, I'm paralyzed. Well, that's unfortunate. What is your opinion on Asmo and Idios can do dungeon together? I think it's a good change. Like, and it doesn't mean that the game is dying or anything. It's literally just like, there's no reason for it not to be this way, and it's just future-proofing to avoid one faction getting ostracized because it's like losing and not having as many players. So it's just a good change. It's also like making it so there's more players on like lower level dungeons, like this way new players don't have as many problems filling up, right? Like, Yeah, it's a good thing. Genuinely is. My god, dude. Thanks for making a video, Lendas. Yeah, no problem. I mean, that's why I'm making them, right? I do want to make a lot more like entry-level stuff, but yeah, it's just a matter of like finding the time. Like the thing with this game is because there's so many patches happening, so many things are happening in this game, right? Constantly. So I keep having to make guides and stuff like that. So it is taking a lot of the time I would be taking making those types of videos. But eventually I will get around to making them. Especially as global gets closer and closer, I will focus on more like fundamental stuff. Yeah, but I'm going to be racist against every Ilios and kick them from dungeons. You know what's funny? They actually patched the game a few days ago to like help with that. They made it so you, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe they made it so you can't kick people from dungeons if you already killed the boss anymore. I think that's what it is. The change amuses me, seeing red names when you TP out of dungeons. Yeah. That's when it hits you, right? Yes, yeah. I mean, it is funny because I was watching a Korean's thought on the change about the Ilios and Asmo dungeons, and like he pretty much had the same opinion, that it was a mostly positive change, but he was saying that some people are gonna be very upset because some people are like low-key as invested as the Asmo versus Ilios thing. Like they're taking it as if it was North Korea versus South Korea, you know what I mean? Like as bad as that. And he's gone. Literally just whips out his Ancient Spirit, tries to one-shot me. It doesn't work, he just runs away. Dude. You can think once boss fight starts, yeah. You can't even leave the dungeon, which is kind of crazy. This guy is so fucking annoying. He just tries to one-shot me, it doesn't work, he just runs away. Get a grave, dude. And he got one shot. Well, you get what you fucking deserve, I guess. You should have made the game the exact same thing. I think you're yelling at clouds, Raiden. I'm gonna be honest. It literally doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. It's dungeons. It's not like if there was a physical in-game location where you have to go to the dungeon and stuff, I would be inclined to agree more. But like you're literally queuing from a menu. It doesn't change anything. Most of the time, you're not even like talking to those people. You don't even read their name. You don't even communicate. You just go into the dungeon. You run the dungeon. You exit the dungeon. It doesn't matter. Like the stuff where the faction stuff matters is the Abyss, the PvP, so on and so forth, and that is completely unchanged. So that is the only important thing. Dungeons literally do not matter. There's zero reason to have factions. There's 80% of the game that is a reason to have factions. Raiden. Dungeons never had a reason. Especially since this game doesn't have like different dungeons based on faction, like Iron One did. Again, you're legitimately just yelling at clouds. There's still the Abyss, there's still Siege, there's still PvP, there's still arenas, right? All of that is unchanged, right? Maybe like every other MMO where there's PvPs on. God, dude, can you guys leave me alone? just for 1 second, actually. I'm trying to read my chat. Oh, he's involved. I'm paralyzed. Brother. Okay, can I read the chat now? Are we good? Anyone else? Anyone? Literally. No? Alright. Like every other MMOs, BPs and like people pick a red or blue. I mean, other MMOs do it different, you know? Like other MMOs can do it guild-based, right? They can do it like flag-based, they do it whatever. Like, the name doesn't matter. The execution is the same. Dude, oh my god. Two Chanters, oh boy. Two Chanters and no invuln, great. Excellent. Great, and this guy's not dying. Alright, there we go. I understand my argument. Opening Ion, the whole point of the game is as movies as Helios. My question to you is, what does that change systematically? I guess that is my question. Like, I understand if it's purely like a roleplay thing, right? But if you care about the roleplay thing, I think there's deeper problem in this game than the Helios Asmo dungeons, such as the fact that there's zero introduction to the endgame dungeons. Like, there's zero lore introduction to any in-game dungeons. Like, we have no fucking idea why we are killing Ludra. We have no idea why we are invading the Dramata plants. We have no idea why we keep fucking chasing Bakama to kick his dick in, right? That's... If you care about the lore, these are bigger problems with the game, you know? Oh, I'm paralyzed. Well. Like, that's the thing, right? Like, if you're gonna be looking at this, you have to look at it entirely, right? This game was never meant to be Final Fantasy XIV. And I'm glad it's not, because it literally the game's like storyline and everything, I just need like a basic introduction and just like vibes, and I'm good. Other than that, I care about the game being good. And if they have to make it so dungeons are mixed race to ensure the long-term survival of the game and to make sure there's like a smooth playing experience to fill in groups, I will take that over a lore nerd going, actually, it doesn't make any sense every day of the week. Every day of the week. Like, if the only argument against it is, but me lore, then I don't give a shit. That's just my point of view. Now, you're free to have your opinion, I'm free to have mine, right? My opinion is that it's a good systematical change for the game. I was expecting it to come later, right? But if they decided that now is the time, then now is the time. I have 50 million other things to bitch about in this game that actually matters compared to this. The whole draw to Ion was Asmo versus Helios open world PvP, and you still have that. Look, he's on Helios. I'm attacking him. He's dead. Didn't change. It's still there, right? I can take a rift and invade Verderon and kill people. It hasn't changed. I would argue that the PvE flag is a bigger like problem when it comes to like the lore thing than the mixed dungeons. If dungeons were in the open world, I cannot. Yeah, exactly. Like, again, if dungeons had a physical location and were more than just a queue system from a menu, then it would actually matter. But on that, the way it is set up right now, like, I don't care. I hate PvP flag, yeah, but I'm just saying that. I'm just saying that because the PvP flag exists, this was a logical next step. You know what I mean? Like, and I've been saying. And you were there when I was talking about this. I have been saying for months that Asmo Ilios cross dungeons were gonna come to this game. It was obvious. I like your idea of making Officer Plus having always PvP on. I don't think that was my idea. I mean, it was one of the idea, right? But I do think that the PvP flag system in general needs a look at, and the maps in themselves like need more incentives to bring people outside of town. Like this is gonna be a complaint that is gonna stay until until they actually fix it. But I guess I'm looking, okay, at the end of the day, right? And I guess that's the big difference. I was never a community guy, right? I was never married to a faction. I've always played Ion for the gameplay. I've always played Ion for myself, right? I never played for the community. I never played for the faction. I never played for any of that. So obviously I don't really give a shit. I care more about the systems, right? I care more about people being able to play the game and the game doing well and the game lasting for a long time. And because I look at it through this lens and not the other lens, then that one change is just a pure benefit to me. There's no drawbacks. I played for myself too, my Asmo self. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I played Asmo, I played Ilios. I never really gave a shit about which faction I played. It was always more about the people around me that wanted to play something. And thanks for the follow, Shuzi. It was always more about the people around me who wanted to play something specific, right? So I just always kind of followed whatever they wanted to play. And like, as I said, right? I've said this multiple times. Like, when this game comes to global, when this game eventually comes to global, I'm not gonna care about the faction. I'm literally just gonna play. I'm just gonna play whatever the people around me want to play, and I'm honestly more inclined to play Ilios just for the sake of experiencing both sides, right? Because I played Asmo here. So I've said it before, like 5 minutes ago, I'll say it again. I mean, if you said it 5 minutes ago, there was a chance I was mid-fight, so I probably didn't see it. I understand my stance is illogical, but I don't want to cooperate my enemies. And at the end of the day, you don't have to, right? You can just like not join Ilios and not take Ilios, you know? Like the option is still there for you to do that. Personally, I don't really care, but if you want to do that on your own time, then whatever, man. Although if I'm the one making a group or something and an Ilios join, like you better not give a shit. Like that's it, right? That's what I'm gonna do, as I said before. Well, more power to you then. But you also have to understand that the more people do that, the more likely it is for them to add counter measures, I guess it would be the word, right? Counter measures for that. Yeah. Makes sense for Ilios and Asmo to run together, dungeon together, since they share a common enemy. Yeah, I mean, and at the end of the day, right? If you look at the lore of Ion 2 specifically, in Ion 2, the Ilios and Asmo factions are like not as opposed as they were during Ion 1, because the way it is in Ion 2 is the Asmo and Ilios allied together. Like after the events of Iron 1 in an attempt to stop the Bellows. But it was too late, and because of that, the Empyrean Lords had to sacrifice themselves to dress a barrier on the remaining safe areas, which is Morheim, Eldnen, Hyron, Belusland, Pandemonium Sanctum, right? So, Iron 2 comes off of the cuff of Asmo and Ilios having allied together not too long ago, right? So, you know, that counts for something. Like that, there's a sort of like truce within the law. And Caesar cannot dictate who is and isn't allowed to join my party. Yeah, I mean, sure, you do whatever. But what I'm saying is they might... One thing that they might do is they might remove the visible server tag from the group finder. That is one thing I could see them do to help against the racism. If it continues like this, right? Like an one with the Rayons and the Charon, yeah. I mean, to be fair, the Rayon stuff did not turn out okay. Like, that didn't end up working out right. If you looked at the lore as well, right? Which, if you don't know about the lore of Iron 1 or Iron 2, my most sincere recommendation would be to look at Asphalt channel. Like, there's a guy called Asphalt that does lore recaps, which are excellent. Oh, look at that. You're getting a taste of your own medicine. And isn't that something? Yeah, the Asmo and Ilios was supposed to be allied, like, to fight the below menace with Tiamat and so on and so forth in 3.x, and then... But in the back, like, there was backstabbing happening, and then Karun was like, fuck you guys. Actually, you suck ass, you know? Didn't they mention the game was made with the idea of without faction that added back? Yeah, exactly. Which, when you look at the story of Iron 2, it makes sense, as I said, right? Because Iron 2 is supposed to be coming off of a truce between both factions. So, I guess that's initially what they wanted to. Also made Asmo similar to Ilios. Yeah, I mean, that was more of a, I guess, design decision to make Asmos not be unpopular. Which I guess worked a little bit too well. Because Asmos are way more popular than Ilios in Iron 2. Imagine roaming with 2 Chantos, dude. Holy moly. So can I get some luck? Can we get some, like, paralysis proc up in this bitch? Like, come on. I'm literally getting blasted with Dark Rush by 2 Chantos. Like, throw me a bone. They did that in I mean, they didn't really do that in 5.x. Like, in 5.x, they removed some of the feature and they, like, made the main look more appealing, I guess, like more smooth, but the features were still there. I'll throw you a bone. I swear to God, man. Every passing day, everyone in my chat is just getting like gayer and gayer. I don't know what's going on. The NCSoft is like pouring chemicals into the water that is turning the Asmodian gay. Like, I don't know what it is. We have claws and red eyes. Oh my God, dude. I guess I'll kill the named class for the time being, yeah. Alright, brother, it's you and me. Oh my God, he interrupted my light of regen. Ain't that some shit? Yeah. Alright, that's what you get. Didn't make it like optional. I don't remember. I just remember the main looking like really smooth. I don't know how to put it otherwise. Although I do wish. I will say I do wish that Iron 2 had the options for the Asmodian Iron 1 customization, right? Like, I don't think they had to outright remove it. I think giving us the option to have the claws in the main would have been fine. And look, at the end of the day, they can do that retroactively. You know, they can bring it later if people ask for it. So maybe, who knows? should be pretty close to done, right? Okay, 120 more, chat. I guess it didn't turn out to be as boring as we initially predicted. I have been getting attacked by a lot of people. Although most of these people end up running away or just outright berserking me. But you know, at least we had some movement. They should have made it optional. Yeah. And again, I don't think... Okay. And I want to be clear on something. I've been saying this, right? But you guys need to understand that they are making a lot of changes to the game based on Korean feedback right now. But when the game comes to global, they will be making a lot of changes based on global as well. You know what I mean? So just because something is not in the game right now doesn't mean that it's not going to be in the game if global... Dude, are you fucking kidding me right now? Okay, I mean, there's the commander and everything now. That's it. I've had enough. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Of course, when I make an escape, the game just bugs and I lose my flight time and I can't open my wings. Great. Excellent. Did they implement a lot with global into Throne and Liberty? Yes, dude, you have no idea. When Throne came to the West, dude, the amount of undiscovered exploit and missing features that they missed with the 1 year of having Korea was insane. The game came out in global and everyone was like, what the fuck is this shit? And they had to do a complete 180 with the game. Complete 180. And all of it was from global feedback. All of it. Like, dude, the entire edition of the 12-man raid was because of global feedback. You know, like, everything was changed. The combat system was changed. Like, the balancing was changed. A bunch of stuff was added, like both in PvE and PvP. The concept of like peace portals and everything was added as well. Like, the world bosses went from open world to instance because of global reaction as well, right? Like, yeah, nah, like everything changed on Throne when the game came in global. Dude, I'm getting just assaulted by a bunch of chatter, dude. Like, can I just get a break? Brother, you're the one that attacked me with like 3 guys. Come back. What are you doing? It's another Chanta. Dude, I can't. I fucking can't with this game. See, this is exactly why I don't even like Q Arena anymore. Because it's only fucking Chantas holding down one button, dude. Oh god, man. Give me a break. Every single one of these guys have one thing in mind, and it's fucking disgusting. They just want to press the fucking marching button and hold down the funny button that does 20k damage per second. First, want to see how it was with Iron 1 on the Gameforge, because Gameforge is not a real company. You guys have to understand that Gameforge got really lucky. All right, Gameforge got really lucky. It's just a bunch of dickheads. It's borderline an indie company, right? And they got sold the biggest fucking IP of all of Korea. But these guys are morons. They cannot handle those types of games. They have no saying power. They have nothing. They don't even play the game. They don't even know what you can do in Ion. They don't know. They kept fumbling the fact that they have this insane IP under their hands, right? Gameforge is a... I hate Gameforge with all of my... The reason why Iron 1 died in the West is fucking Gameforge. They could not... The localization, like every single thing they did to the game, they just fumbled everything. They pretended to listen to the community. They did none of that. all of their GMs, all of their like Ion team, none of them actually played the fucking game. None of them knew exactly what we wanted. And because they were a shithead company, even if they knew, they would not have had any power to leverage like towards NCSoft. They were just happy to have the fucking license. They just milked it. That's all they did. They just milked it, and they just continue to do so. And like, these motherfuckers have no advertisement budget either. Like, they only did localization. Barely, dude. They barely did anything. They only localized in a couple of languages. It was done extremely poorly. And then they gave up on voice acting. Like, almost immediately. Which, mind you, the only reason why NCSoft sold off Ion in the West was because of the localization being too expensive for them. And they didn't consider it to be worth it. And then Gameforge did not even fucking do it to begin with anyways. So, just, it was the worst deal in the history of deals, you know? Like, and I will never forgive Gameforge. And to this day, Gameforge is the reason why we will never have an Ion ecosystem in EU. Because, mind you, if NCSoft still had control of Ion 1 in the West, around the release of Ion 2 in global, we would have had the fun event server for us to enjoy Ion 1 as well, constantly, the same way they are in Korea, right? And this sucks, man. We don't have any of the funny servers, any of the funny events. We don't have the new class. We don't have shit. We just get like shitty classic with patches that come out 8 months too late, with a fucked economy thanks to Gameforge. Like, God, fuck this company. So yes, to answer your question, yes. Things would be very different on global with Ion 2 than they were in Ion 1. Okay, I think that's it, right? Yes, alright. Cool. I'll check middle abyss to PvP a bit. You cannot exit during combat. Yeah, I'm totally in combat right now. And pay to win event? Yeah, of course. The Ask Ions with Nick. Yeah. I mean, these were more like of a meme than anything. Gameforge is a nothing company. Gameforge is genuinely a nothing company. They just fucking have servers, and they're not even good. Because may I remind you that EU Classic got fucked by DDoS. Day one, the game was already fucked because of DDoS. And Gameforge just fucking stared at it and did nothing. For like 3 weeks, the game was unplayable. Reason why I play on NA most of the time, even though EU I'm base. Yeah, I mean, if you play on NA, the nice thing is because NCSoft still controls Ion 1 on NA, because they're gonna have a proper operating team back on NCA, maybe you'll get to have also the fun Ion 1 servers alongside Ion 2. But EU is cooked. We're only gonna have Ion 2. As much as you hate Gameforge, there were times where NA was looking worse than EU, because NCOS did nothing. Yeah, but you know what, Snow? Let me put one counter argument. I was not even able to enjoy my time on the Gameforge servers. Do you know why? Because I use an ultra-wide screen. And if you want to use an ultra-wide screen on Ion 1, you have to use Sugar Console to adjust the FOV to have the same FOV as everyone else. Because Ion 1 is not compatible with ultra-wide. Gameforge banned you for using ultra-wide screens on Ion 1 and fixing your FOV. They just banned you. You know how I know? Because they banned me. Every other official Ion 1 servers do not ban you for it, because they understand that Ion 1 doesn't work with modern hardware, and you have to use those tools to resize the game. America doesn't care, China doesn't care, Korea doesn't care. They never banned me for doing it. Gameforge banned me twice for using Sugar Console. They banned me 21 days on EU Classic, being a full free-to-play legit player. Full free-to-play legit. I was like the only dipshit in EU Classic that did not RMT thousands of euros every month, right? Meanwhile, you had people on the same server openly bragging on LFG chat about RMTing 3,000 euros a month and saying that Gameforge is a bunch of retards, and then telling people to off themselves constantly with shout macros on PvP. Nothing ever happened to them. Gameforge is a pile of shit of a company. They drove Ion into the wall. They fucked the economy of EU Classic. They fucked the release by not having any anti-DDoS measures. They are just fucking tourists. They don't play the game, they don't understand the game, and they don't even attempt to run the game properly. And they are content having 40 dipshits playing on their server and paying for the pay-to-win events. That's all they care about. And this is the reason why we still don't have Ion Sand. This is the reason why we still don't have the new class. This is the reason why we don't get the new event servers from Korea. Because they don't care about creating an Ion ecosystem. They don't care about people having fun. They don't care about Ion. They just care about making money off of a license they have nothing to do with. Gameforge is just a bunch of leeches sucking the lifeblood out of Ion 1. That's all they care about. Fuck these Germans fucks. Fuck all of them. And if anyone ever watches my content for any reason, know that I hate every single one of you. Because you did something bad with one of my favorite games. And I'm really fucking happy that you will never get your grubby hands on Ion 2. And you will never get your grubby hands on any other game of that size. Enjoy your fucking servers with 40 people. Because EU Classic was your last chance. EU Classic was your last chance to do anything with this license. You will never get your hands on this fucking license again. They were communicating via pigeons with NC. Yeah, and as much as people will say that NC, it was bad faith from NC, fact of the matter is, if Amazon showed us anything with Throne and Liberty, it's the fact that NC Soft was very much willing to communicate with the foreigner districts to fix their games. Amazon had no problem doing it. And even to this day, even though Throne is a very niche game that doesn't have a big player base, and Amazon Studio barely have any employees anymore, they still do it. So, yeah. But yeah, Gameforge banned my 2008 NCSoft account permanently. The one on my old email with the old veteran rewards and everything. It held a high sentimental value for me, and they banned it permanently for Sugar Console, just because I was trying to fix my FOV because the game was unplayable on my hardware. That's it. Never tried, never accepted the appeal, never did anything. This bitch Hermione, that's her name, the bitch that permanently banned my account. This cunt, right? This fat cunt, that is well known across the entire community for being a bitch with a god complex, right? Everyone knows that bitch, right? She was just banning players for fun. She didn't care. She didn't care about the player base. She didn't care about the game, right? She was just a fucking cog collecting a paycheck. And the entirety of Gameforge was exactly that. They didn't give a shit. Over a fucking harmless piece of software that was accepted by NCSoft themselves. Yep. So, there you have it. I love Iron 1. I love Iron 1. And I will love Iron 1 until the day I fucking croak. I love the license. I love what they did with the game, right? I fucking hate Gameforge. So yeah, there you have it. I would probably still be playing EU Classic if it wasn't for Gameforge management. But the game was legitimately painful to play because of the way Gameforge was handling things. It was both because I had to play with a windowed version of the game sitting in the middle of my widescreen, my ultra wide, right? And like I still have like recordings of me doing this. I had a tiny square window sitting in the middle of my ultra wide, and that's how I had to play on EU Classic. And then at the same time, playing with the fucked economy because Gameforge took away the mana stones from the game and didn't put them anywhere else. And then because they don't play the game, they don't know any better. And things got so bad that the RMT situation got completely out of hands. But again, they don't play the game, so they don't know, right? Like, I don't know, man. Even what it's becoming right now, having been following closely, it looks quite different now. I mean, classic Classic definitely got patched to death a bit, but there's still room for enjoyment, I would say. I like the older versions more, right? And even to an extent, I like some of the late patches of retail. Basically anything before 6.x I liked from the original Ion. But I would probably have played longer than I did if it wasn't for Gameforce, because I quit in late 2.7 on EU Classic because the game just wasn't fun to me anymore. Like the mix of the fucked economy forcing me to play 50-minute ults and making the game really fucking stressful and like a massive chores, and then the fact that I had to play with the game sitting windowed in the middle of my ultra ride. I had to fucking I had to like half close my eyes to like try and see the fucking video game, you know? Like it was so bad. Classic took a different direction. Yeah. There's like 3 different discussions happening in chat, so sorry if I'm not following all of them. Yeah, I'm following. Oh, you guys are talking about NA stuff. That is NA lore. I am unfamiliar with your game. Right, let me see if I have any. You know, I don't have any of these. Yeah, I think I nuked all of my recordings from EU Classic. Yeah. I mean, maybe I have some somewhere, but yeah. Shit was rough, man. God, it's already midnight. Alright, well, I mean, I did what I wanted to do on the stream. I got to 2800. Did a decent amount of PvP. I didn't want to rift, but I kind of missed the time, so it is what it is. But yeah, either way, fellas, as I said, it was going to be a short stream today. Usually Friday is my break day, but today was a bit of an exception because I didn't stream on Wednesday because I was sick. So I'm gonna be done for today. Thanks for watching as always. Thanks for the follows. Thanks for Aslan for the host again if you're still around. Don't forget to follow the channel on both Twitch and YouTube if you haven't already. I'm gonna be done for today. I will be back tomorrow with a long stream. We're gonna be doing Sanctuary 2 tomorrow, so look forward to that. Gonna be streaming the whole prog process. It's not gonna be at the very beginning of the stream, but it's gonna be somewhat in the middle. So if you can't make it to the beginning, don't stress it too much. It's gonna be around 3 p.m. my time, which is basically 15 hours from now. So if you don't want to miss Sanctuary 2, then be here around 15 hours from now. But yeah, either way, thanks for watching today. I'm gonna be done, and I will try to see if I can host anyone. Would you need players for the second Sanctum? Nah, we have a complete lineup, so I am afraid not. No one is streaming. I mean, makes sense. It's fucking midnight. XD. All right. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys later. If you know 3.9k glad, let me know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe people from my Discord will... I don't know if anyone from my Discord has a pre-made or something, but just keep an eye out for that. Maybe someone will need play people. Who knows? But yeah, see you guys tomorrow.